So we are back as the Seahawks and the 49ers. This is the second half. And I'm joined by my broadcast partner, Eric. Eric, how we doing?
I'm doing great. I'm going to play some football, get to know this team as the 49ers, get a loss of one.
So 3rd down and 2 for Garoppolo and the 49ers. Handoff. McKinnon hit hard at the 46-yard line. And the 49ers again using that run game to the advantage. McKinnon breaks a tackle, then tackled right after that. So, Eric, we've seen this game now go on. This is the second half of the game. 2 minutes already almost in. There is McKinnon. McKinnon! Plenty of room to run down the sidelines, down to the 19-yard line. And a first down for the 49ers. Here's another run. McKinnon this time hit by Nash behind the line of scrimmage. Here is Garoppolo looking to throw. Garoppolo end zone pass is caught, but out of bounds. Third down.
That right foot did not stay in bounds. It would have been a great play. That sets Garoppolo as his first incompletion at 3 for 4 in this football game.
Here is Garoppolo again. Throwing pass. Kittle touchdown. 49ers.
Their favorite target, George Kittle, for 6.
And Eric, that is actually both of our mistakes. That was not Kittle. That was Selleck who made the touchdown catch.
Still a great play, Matthew.
Still a great play. Sorry to George Kittle. I did not see the 88. Looked like 85, I believe. And now, Eric, it's a 21-21 game.
And it is. And that big touchdown before the half would have really helped them. Would have really helped this 49ers offense. They would have been up, but even though that they're tied, they're still here. They're still going to play the football game, and they're going to get ready to beat this Seahawks offense.
So here is Russell Wilson, who, Eric, tell us his story for today.
A Super Bowl champion, multi-time Pro Bowler, great quarterback, can make some moves, gotta contain him in the pocket.
And so could that man, Chris Carson, as he's now got 7 rushes, 130 yards, a touchdown. Eric, you just see that thing pop up. 39 yards after contact. For a guy who is not as big as Marshawn Lynch was, or still is, he is not that big. But again, Chris Carson's had a fantastic day for Seattle.
He has, and that's only his day could only get better. As his day
Talking about getting better, there's Carson again, touchdown. He got past the diving Richard Sherman and Fred Warner, and the Seahawks back in the lead.
And that's a big play, setting a statement toward the end of this third quarter. A must-needed score. You want to get on top on this San Francisco team.
That's exactly correct. So now a 28-21 game on a 3-play drive. All three of which on the ground by the big running back, Chris Carson.
It is, and it's a big thing for the Seahawks running game. It's not as big as the 49ers run game is, but it's still there, and it's going to help them win this football game if they win it.
As Disley makes the tackle, backup tight end for the Seahawks. So 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Seahawks lead over the 49ers. Game 1 of the semifinals. It's best of 1, so you only really have one chance. Pass, Kittle. pushing his way for the first down. And Eric, I can't wait to see this fourth quarter.
This is going to be a great end to this football game, and it's going to be a big end. And depending on how this one falls and who gets the last possession, it's going to depend on who wins this football game.
That could be correct. As you see, McKinnon still going. What a run by McKinnon.
13 rushes, 99 yards, and big rushes. Talking about 99 yards. A big 99 yards that is, Matthew.
Yeah, Eric has now reached over 100 yards in this game on that play. Second down and 4. Here's another run. McKinnon this time. 4-yard loss. Third down. And this is going to be a big play here on third down if you're the 49ers. Garoppolo throws. Pass caught. Marquise Goodwin and the flag is down.
This one might be for rushing the passer.
And it will be on the Seahawks. So either way, it would have been first down. And Eric, that is not what you wanted to happen. Either way, I mean, it would have been a first down for the 49ers. But still, that's a penalty that should have never happened.
Now you're inside the goal, and you're at the 8-yard line, which is going to play a factor in this game.
Here is pressure off the edge. Garoppolo pass to Kittle down to the 3-yard line. Well, you see the numbers for Garoppolo. 8 for 9, 120 yards, and a couple of touchdown passes. Not bad at all for Garoppolo, running the football like he's done in this game. Handoff, Juszczyk hit by KJ Wright. Gain of about 2. Here's another one. Juszczyk finds a whole touchdown.
The big fullback.
49ers.
The big fullback out of Harvard, Kyle Juszczyk.
And Juszczyk waiting for the pitch. Pitcher deals. And it is a grand slam for Kyle Juszczyk.
He hit that one way out of the park as that touchdown went way out.
So Seattle almost jumped off sides. No flag was thrown. 7-play drive. Only 44 yards, Eric. But still, 7 plays. That takes a lot of time off the clock if you're the Seattle Seahawks.
It does. And if you're Seattle, you want to take time off the clock. Use the time to your advantage. You want to milk out the clock so San Francisco won't have the time to score.
That's exactly correct. So if you're Seattle here, Eric, do you try and use this clock to your advantage, knowing no matter what happens at the 2-minute warning, if you stay on offense, you hold on to the football? And there is Penny who will run, and going to run this most likely all the way down, and might even snap it at 1 second. If they get it off, they can. So that's the 2-minute warning. A timeout in a way for both teams. Sorry about that. Little microphone issues there. Second down and 7 at the 28-yard line. 2-minute drill for the Seattle Seahawks and the 49ers. This pass caught, first down. Vanette down to the 45-yard line. And Eric, you compare the numbers with Garoppolo, and you have a big difference from Wilson and Garoppolo. Wilson's only 4 for 5. They've really relied more on this run game.
They have a lot more than we would think. You would think that the Niners have a bit more better run game, as this one is taken.
Penny, touchdown!
All the way through the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Rashard Penny, Eric. Now, was that a little bit too early if you're the Seahawks?
I think it was. I would have taken a little bit more time off the clock, but they didn't. And this San Francisco 49ers team has a chance with 1:44 to play.
And remember what happened in the game against the New York Giants in Game 1 of the quarterfinals that kicked off this mini tournament for Madden. Eric, they won it on the final second of the game. What is this 49ers team need to do if they want to do the same here today?
Well, they did win it, and to your point, they left 1 second on the clock for the Giants. Didn't get it done, but sure was a hell of a game.
So that's exactly correct. So first down and 10. Can we see a Garoppolo miracle? Handoff, blockers, Coleman. Not tackled, still not tackled, still not down. Now finally brought down way past midfield for a 49er first down.
That's how you flip field position. They flipped in a big way down to the 39-yard line.
There's a huge hit on Tevin Coleman. Well, if you're the Seattle Seahawks, do you hope that the 49ers run down this clock? Or do you try and play defense like you normally would and call a timeout as the 49ers with 43 seconds to play?
Well, I would also use your timeouts wisely. Don't use them too much because you might need them if you get the ball back.
That's exactly correct. And that one down to the 19-yard line. Clock still running here for the 49ers. Garoppolo sacked. Timeout 49ers. And with 20 seconds left.
What a game changer.
And only one timeout remaining. Now they have Garoppolo where they want him. If you're Seattle. Pass. Caught, first down. And out of bounds. And a timeout, Seattle. Trying to recuperate themselves with 9 seconds to go. 13 seconds to go, my mistake. So, Eric, is it going to come down again to the final play of this game?
It might come down to the final play, but if they can tie it, it might not come down to the final play. It might come down to overtime, Matthew.
So here's Garoppolo running around, still going, throws, pass incomplete. Second down with 7 seconds left.
Looking for a flag, didn't get one there. I'm not shocked. They should not have called that one.
So a good call by the referees to not pull the flag, or else it would have been first and goal down at the 1-yard line. 7 seconds remain. Garoppolo, pass, Kittle steps out. And this will be most likely the final play of this game. Crowd on their feet. If you're the 49ers, you need a touchdown. Timeout, Seattle. It was taking the 49ers too long, so they used their timeout. And Eric, is that a good decision by Seattle?
It might have been a good decision, but you also got to think about how big is this play going to defer? Is this going to make them... Is this going to make this game go to overtime, or this game might be over? We'll find out.
Garoppolo, pass, caught, short. Seahawks are moving on to the championship. What a win for the Seattle Seahawks.
It ends the same way as it did in Seattle in Week 17, down at the 1.
And that player of the game, Chris Carson, 9 carries, 2 touchdowns, 164 yards, and the game-long 79 yards. There's your look by score by quarter. You see the helmets. That's Russell Wilson. The Seattle Seahawks.
And
the 49ers.
Going back to the end of the first half, that would have changed things. That touchdown
It really would have.
in the end of the first half would have made it tie, and they could have gone for the win. This game would have went overtime. As this game ends 35-28 with Seattle in the lead, and they will either verse the Saints or the Packers in the NFC Championship game.
We thank you for joining us on this beautiful day in Santa Clara, California. Once again, I'm Matthew along with my broadcast partner, Eric. We will see you for the NFC Championship game as long with the AFC games and the last NFC semifinals. Packers and the Saints will be the upcoming game winners going on to face the Seahawks. Thanks for watching Madden 20.